Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. We have just a little time left on the program, and we have a lot to talk about. I have joining me Professor Kolapo Olushola Eleka, the PDP candidate in the Ekiti State governorship election. Yesterday, I told you earlier that the candidate of the APC, Dr. Kade Fahimi, was a guest on the program. We did actually thought that we could pitch the two of them together to some kind of debate on the issues of their programs that they have for the people of the state. But, well, we do have the candidate of the PDP here. So let's get talking. And you did say that the incident that happened earlier today, the police had said that, look, this was in the interest of keeping peace and calm in the state. But they have intelligence on what could have gone wrong if your rally had held.
Well, I don't understand the kind of intelligence that they have gathered. But a situation where, as a party, we decided to have a rally. But then we actually wanted to gather first at the pavilion, sing praises to God and pray before doing any other thing. But even coming out of the government house, with the governor and my very good self leading the people, it became another thing because you could see the policemen, armed men, out there barricading the roads. And when we attempted to enter the pavilion, that was when they blocked our pathway and come and see the way our governor was rough and good.
Could it also be that your people also dared the security operatives? Because, I mean, they were there on an order, and the police did say that that they had information that two political parties intend to have their rally at the same date and in Ado-Ekiti Metropolis. But the Commissioner of Police advised the political parties in writing on the need to have their political activities at different times because of its security implication. Are you aware of this?
There is a difference between gathering at the pavilion and going out in the streets. Going out to the
But it was a rally. They said that they've advised you against.
Is it on the? Are you talking of a rally on the streets of Ado-Ekiti or a rally at the pavilion? Meanwhile,
but are you aware that there was information that you should caution on the issue of rally today?
Well, the Commissioner of Police was just telling us when we got there this evening, right? But the truth of the matter is this: if at all the other there's another party that has indicated interest to go for what they called peace walk. Peace walk is not something centered or focused or something that will take place in a particular place. It means walking along the streets. But we are not even going to the streets. We are coming from the government house. The people gathered first in the government house, and they want to move down to the pavilion.
How is the principal now? How is he doing?
Well, he's faring better.
Is he back at home, or is he at the government house clinic? Because he told us earlier that he was at the government.
He's back now. He's back now.
He was weeping at the time. Was it that bad?
My brother, even the picture, the scenario of, humiliating a governor, is that not enough to even cause a governor to weep? He's not only weeping for himself, he's weeping for this country. Don't see him as a coward. He's not a coward. He's a very courageous man. He's not weeping for himself. He's weeping for this country. In other words, this is not democracy. It demands a serious rethinking.
Okay. Well, let's go into some of your programs. We have little time to talk anyways. But you said that shield. That's how you summarize your program. Do the people of Ekiti, can they key into what you're telling them?
Why not? You see, the SHIELD agenda is like I said in the previous interview, SHIELD is just an acronym, SHIELD, that summarizes my focus, my agenda for the people of Ekiti State. If by the grace of God, I am elected governor of Ekiti State. Number one thing is that you talk about security, sustainable human capital development, and social welfare. There cannot be any meaningful development without ensuring adequate security. By the grace of God, Ekiti State has been adjudged as one of the most peaceful states in this country. And any government that is going to come in and also improve on what you have on ground must definitely ensure that we sustain this peace in Ekiti State. Before 2 months, less than 3 months before election, you discovered that there was no crisis in Ekiti State. It was when these opposition parties started coming in, campaigning, and that was when there was tension.
But there's been a history of violence in the Ekiti election. 2014, we had a few skirmishes. In 2009, 2010, skirmishes.
It's the same set of people.
Well, your party has always been part of that.
When you look at 2014, it was actually between Labour Party and APC. Most of the crises were between Labour Party and APC in 2014 election.
But there are issues about your own party too.
No, it only happened.
You didn't hear about the issue of federal might in 2014 from your party?
There's nothing called federal might.
Really, you didn't hear the issue of the military being used for the 2014 election?
Where I voted, there was no military in my polling unit.
But these are some of the issues. Right. But again, if you look at it,
you have to take
Deputy Governor,
there's a little difference, there's a big difference between what happened in 2014 and now. In this particular situation, we have not even started the election. We are just going into election. We are talking about campaign. We are talking about going for campaign. Which is campaigning
and securing the lives of people. If police says, look, we have in good authority, intelligence, that there may be violence.
There's a difference between going into the streets and gathering at the pavilion.
Have you cleared this out with the police?
You see, today, when I was interacting with the Commissioner of Police, he said, well, unfortunately, he never knew that I have my situation office very close to the pavilion. Are you following? He was saying he's new in this place. I said, well, you could have found out. You could have just found out the correct situation.
Yeah, because of the time that we don't have you gotten the latest report of the result of WAEC?
Well, we have not been written of it.
Have you heard about the latest report of WAEC?
Sometimes we don't go by what you see on the internet or whatever. We rely on a letter from WAEC. Usually, WAEC will inform us.
Because you are in charge of education.
Yeah.
But Ekiti State didn't do well in this last WAEC report breakdown.
Don't forget, it's a generally, it was a woeful performance.
But Ekiti didn't do well.
It was a woeful
because
performance.
This is one thing that you have boasted about.
Let me also...
we have a conversation.
Yeah,
and
we can boast of it.
As the person in charge of education,
I can boast of it.
That's one thing that you have done.
I can still boast of it. I'm not afraid to say it, right? Because when you take a look at these examinations, right, there are a lot of factors that go into it. But before we even make any comment, sometimes you go into the internet, you see a lot of rankings, a lot of figures that vary from one website to one site to another. We are waiting for WAEC to send us the correct result. And then WAEC will always bring in the analysis of the results.
Okay.
It is when you see the analysis of that's when you can comment
Professor,
properly.
we need to close the program now, unfortunately. But look, you are talking about continuity agenda. If the people of Ekiti reject that agenda, what would happen?
Well, let me tell you one thing, that continuity agenda is a divine agenda. It is a divine vision with a divine mission. It cannot be conquered.
Should you lose, what would you do?
It is going to...
Should you lose, Professor, what would you do?
I'm here to serve the people, right? Election is not a do or die affair, right? And I believe it is left for
So you are not desperate to become governor?
It is left for people to decide who become their governor.
We need to
and I know they are on my side.
Can you look into that camera and tell the people of Ekiti State in 20 seconds that you will tell your people not to be violent in this poll?
Well, we've always been preaching this to the people of Ekiti State, that we say no to election violence, we say no to violence during election, we say no to harassment and intimidation, and we say no to rigging during this election.
Professor Kolakwa Olushola, the Deputy Governor of Ekiti State and the candidate of the PDP in the coming governorship election. I wish you the very best in the coming days.
Thank you.
You will need a lot of that. That's it for the program. Unfortunately, we didn't have so much time to talk. But we'll keep tabs on the situation and bring you more as we cover this election for you.